Okay, inshallah, today our grammar session is about fi'l mudare. Fi'l mudare is the second tense in Arabic. It's also known as imperfect tense. We'll talk about it in a little bit. TPI, we've been using it. These are some of the words we have done in the previous sessions, so we can quickly go over them. Dakhala, abada, kafara, daraba, zalama, sabara, ghafara, samia, alima, amila, rahima. And I hope that you already know the meanings. If you don't, they're written on the right hand side or the left side. We know that in Arabic language we have three main parts of speech: ism, fail, and harf. The verb is the one which we are learning right now, and in the Arabic language most of verbs come from three root letters. Okay. For example, fa, ain, lam. Fa, ain, lam. How many letters are there? Three. So this is fa'ala, right? Similarly, fa, ta, and ha. Fataha, meaning to open, or nasara, noon, sad, ra. Nasara mean to help, right? Or nasara mean he helped. Dad, ra, ba. So again, three root letters. With their combinations, you make different other words. Now, how many we have learned so far? We've been making 7. Remember? Daraba, darabu, darabta, darabtum, darabtu, darabna, and hiya, darabat. But in total, how many? 14. Right? So we have only learned 7, but there are incomplete 14. The fi'l madi or fi'l madi is the one which is done. Something happened in the past. Like yesterday is done in the past. Today is still here. Continue, or tomorrow, or tonight. Right? So perfect tense meaning is perfect. Done, deal. There is no doubt in it. Is done. The other one is fi'l mudare, and it means imperfect tense because it is not done yet, or being done, or will be done. In any other language, we have three tenses. We have the past tense, we have the present tense, and we have the future tense. Correct? But in Arabic, we have the future and present tense as one. And past tense is by itself, but for present and future, we have one tense, and we known as fi'l mudare. Okay? And in English, the name is imperfect tense. Okay? So for example, the fi'l madi, again this is a review. Fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alta, fa'altum, fa'altu, fa'alna, fa'alat. He did, they did, you all did, I did, we did, and she did. So that is past. How I can say I do or I will do. Now I want to say I do or I will do. Yeah? So for that, we have to look at today's class. And again, it includes the present, future, and the present continuous. You know, when you say ing, I am reading, I am eating, because it's called present continuous, because something is happening. Okay? And how does it sound? Yaf'alu. Look at this. Yaf'alu. Yaf'aluna. Taf'alu. Taf'aluna, af'alu, naf'alu, hiya, taf'alu. Okay? So, we're going to go over that, but let's familiarize the difference. We said fa'ala in madi. We said fa'ala in madi. In here we say yaf'alu. Yaf'alu, yaf'aluna. Taf'alu, taf'aluna. Af'alu, naf'alu, hiya, taf'alu. So one thing right off the bat, you saw the ya in the third person. What do you saw? The ya in the third person. In the second person, you saw the ta before the, because is it still 3 letters? No, there are 4 letters now, right? So the fourth letter which comes in the beginning is the alamate mudare. Understand this word, alamate mudare. What does that mean? The symbol of mudare, symbol of future tense. Right? Do you know what symbol means? Like when we go to the washroom, there is a symbol of a male or a female. So men will go to the male one and female will go to the female one. So alamate mudare, that in a verb, if I want to know the tense, if I see the ya in the beginning in the third person or ta in the second person, alif for first person singular and noon for the plural, then I know this is a fi'l mudari. Okay? Now what is the other difference? In Madi, we looked at the end. Right? Fa'ala, huwa was hidden. But fa'alu, the waw was there and the alif was there. Remember? And I'm going to talk about that. So let's do this again. TPI, yaf'alu, yaf'aluna, taf'alu, taf'aluna, af'alu, naf'alu, hiya, taf'alu. So taf'alu is kind of common between the you and the female. Okay? Now let the meaning is he, yes sir.
She does and you do, that is the same?
Yes, that's exactly what I was saying a minute ago. Right? So, any other questions? Okay. So yaf'alu means he does or he will do. Two meanings here. He does, either he is doing it right now or he will do in the future. So that's the mudare, present and future. So you will see that meaning in a short while. Now look at the difference. See, here this is fi'l madi. Yes? Fa'ala, we looked at the end of the verb. Yes? So alamat madi was towards the end. Alamat mudare is in the front. Okay? Look at this. Waw and alif. Ta, tum, tu, na. Remember that? Wa, ta, tum, tu, na. Here, ya, ta, alif and noon. These are the alamate verbs, like which this one for the future, for past, and this one for the future. Okay? So now you see side by side, you say fa'ala, yaf'alu, fa'alu, yaf'aluna, fa'alta, taf'alu, fa'altum, taf'aluna, fa'altu, af'alu, fa'alna, naf'alu. And here fa'alat, here taf'alu. You see the difference now? So this means, and if I have to explain to you with an example of a plane, okay? When you see a plane departure, when the plane is departing, you're flying, taking off, what do you see? You see the tail or the front? Tail. So fi'l madi, remember the tail of the plane. Okay? That means you have to look at the tail of the word, which means towards the end. And in plain English will be the suffix. The suffix is towards the end. So in fi'l madi, we are looking for the suffix. In fi'l mudari, we are looking for the prefix. Prefix which comes in the beginning, before the word, right? So if the plane is landing, what do you see? You see the face of the plane first, and that is the key for fi'l mudari. Yes? Good analogy, right? Very good. So, first set we did fa'ala, fataha, ja'ala, right? Now we are going to make them into mudari. And for your benefit, the past is already given. Brother Anwar, could we turn off the light for a second? Okay. Is it more visible now? Okay, good. So, fa'ala mean he did, right? Yaf'alu, he does. Fa'alu, they did. Yaf'aluna, they do. You see the difference? Okay. Fa'alta, you did. Taf'alu, you do. You see the difference? What is the difference, by the way? The one thing is done in the past and one is happening right now, right? So, fa'altum, you all did. Taf'aluna, you all do. Yes? Fa'altu, I did. something done in the past. Af'alu, I do, meaning either today or I will do in the future, right? Fa'alna, we all did, done, past tense. Naf'alu, we are gonna do today or in the future, or we are doing it right now.
It started with the word form.
So question?
Left side, right side.
Yes. Right side is fi'l madi, giving you a reference that how do you change fi'l madi into fi'l mudari? How do you convert from madi to future or present? And that you have to use the letter ya for the third person, letter ta for the second person, and then alif and noon for the singular and plural for first person. Okay? Look at this. How did we make ja'ala from fa'ala? What is our default pattern? Fa'ala. Right? And we know that if you give me another set of root letters, I need to substitute in place of fa, in place of ain, and in place of lam. Yeah? So that's how we made fa'ala to ja'ala. So fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alta, fa'altum, fa'altu, fa'alna. Can you say it like fast like me? Everybody. Fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alta, fa'altum, fa'altu, fa'alna. In our lifetime, when we want to really be good at Arabic, this is how fast we should be able to think about this, right? Okay. Then ja'ala, ja'alu, ja'alta, ja'altum, ja'altu, ja'alna. Got it? Okay. Now we are going to put yaf'alu, yaf'aluna, taf'alu, taf'aluna, af'alu, naf'alu. Got it? Right. So in putting the ya in the front for the third person made it future or present. It's simple as that. Okay. So yaj'alu, yaj'aluna, taj'alu, taj'aluna, ajalu, najalu. What is nabudu? We worship you. Are we doing it in the past or are we doing it right now and in the future? We do now and we will also do in the future. If I say abada, I worshipped. Done. Na'budu, we worship. Abudu, I worship. Or I will worship. Got it? Okay. Similarly, if you look at this one, let's do this. Yaj'alu, yaj'aluna. Taj'alu, taj'aluna. Aj'alu, naj'alu, hiya, taj'alu. Yes? I said hiya especially because taj'alu is also there in the beginning, so I had to differentiate it by saying hiya. Hiya means she makes. Now here see, the changes are he make, he will make. You see that? Now the meaning has changed. That this one word has dual meaning. Depending on the context, I am trying to use it in the present or am I using it for future. Okay, so yaj'alu can also mean I will make or I make or actually he, because yaj'alu is he, it's third person, right? Are we good or are we going too fast? Is it making sense? Okay, good. Then again, this is same thing again. You're watching that side by side so that you can differentiate between the madi and the mudari, right? So fataha means something he opened, and fathun means opening, to open. Fataha, he opened. I want to say he opens, so will be yaftahu. Yeah? Yaftahu also means he will open, depending on am I using the present tense or am I using the future tense. Okay, so yaftahu, yaftahuna, taftahu, taftahuna, aftahu, naftahu, tafhiya, taftahu. Okay? Okay, this slide will not make sense to you at the moment, but I want you to understand it so that next time when we do talk about it, you understand what that means. It says, fail ke abwab. That's in Urdu. The meaning is the different departments of fail or different categories of fail. Okay? So how do we get our styles? When you take madi alone, you cannot come up with a style. If you take mudari alone, you cannot come up with a style. You have to take both of them and then you kind of marry them, and then out of their marriage comes styles. Okay? Then they become a family. Okay? So if I tell you a name, Bab, Bab in Arabic means a door, something to enter. It's called Bab Nasara. We heard Nasara, right? Nasara means he helps. So you will come across a word, say this is Bab Nasara. To make it simple for you, I will call it the family of Nasara. What am I going to call it? The family of Nasara. Then there will be members from the Madi, members from the Mudari. And their style together will come up with the pattern of the family. You get it? And we will talk about it maybe not today but in the next session inshallah. Because today you need to learn Mudari first. We already know past tense and then we will marry them together. Okay? So Fataha is on the pattern of Fatah. And you see this letter here, Fa, and you see the letter Na, Noon and Dod and Seen. In the dictionary, when they give you the root letters, in front of it, they're going to give you this small letter in the brackets. That means it's the family of Fataha. What does it mean? Family of Fataha. Bab Fataha. This will be Bab Nasara. That means this is the family of Nasara. Okay? Daraba, it will be family of Daraba. Samia, family of Samia. So they take the first letter as the small indication of that Bab. Okay? And their style will be depending on Madi and Mudare. In Madi they could be all same, like Daraba, Samia, or Fataha, Ja'ala. In Madi they might look same, but their counterpart in the Mudare will change. There, for example, Bab Nasara will be Nasara Yunsuru, Yansiru. Okay, so you see there is a difference in the Mudare. So that we are going to learn a little bit later. Okay, so the second set we did in the past tense was Nasara, Khalaqa, Razaka, Zakara, Shakara. We know the meanings now, all of them? Okay. So it is, again, this is the true picture of the style. So if it's Mazi is going to be Nasara, when you change it to Mudare is going to be Yansuru. Look at this chart one more time. You see how is Noon, Fatha, Fatha, Fatha in Madi? But what happened here? This is fine, but here it becomes Dhamma and it becomes Dhamma. This is one style. What is it? One style. So when this style is mentioned, then root letters are given to you, and if I say these are the root letters and make it in the style of Noon, then you are supposed to make Nasara, then it will be Yansuru. You get the idea? And what is Unsur? Unsur is a command. Help. If I want to say help, you help, can I give a command to somebody who is not here? No. I can only give a command to somebody in front of me. I can say sit. That's a command. Ijlis. If I say don't sit, I will say la tajlis. Something like that, right? That means I'm giving you a command, fe'l amr, fe'l nahi, imperative and negative. Or imperative is do, negative or to not to do something. So do and don't. Yeah? This is how you say it. So this will only happen in fe'l mudari, because if something has happened in the past, you cannot tell them to sit now, because they're not there. This thing is done. So the imperative will come from the future or present. Okay. So Yansuru, Yansuruna, Tansuru, Tansuruna, Unsuru, Nansuru, Hiya, Tansuru. He helps, he will help. Either he helps right now or he will help in the future. They help, they will help. You help or you will help. You all help or you will all help. I help or I will help. Right? And we help or we will help. And she help or she will help. Got it? It's very exciting, by the way. I think it's interesting, isn't it? Okay. Yakhluku. Yakhlukuna. Okay, takhluku. Takhlukuna. Akhluku, nakhluku, hiya, takhluk. Okay? So now the next one is yarzuku. Razaka was, he provided. Yarzuku, he provides or he will provide. Yes? So Allahu yarzuku man tasha. Yeah? He provides for whoever he likes. Okay? Yarzukuna, they will provide or they provide. Tarzuku, you provide or you will provide. Got it? Inshallah. Okay, that's good. Yaskuru. Zakara, he remembered. Yaskuru mean he remembered or he will remember. Okay? Yaskuruna, taskuru, taskuruna, azkuru, nazkuru, hiya, taskuru. Okay, good. Yashkuru. What is the meaning of yashkur? Thanks. Saying thanks to somebody. Shakara, he thanked. Yashkuru mean he thanks or he will thank. Okay, Yashkuruna, they thank or they will thank. Right? Tashkuru, you thank or you will thank. Tashkuruna, you all. Ashkuru, I. Nashkuru, we all. And hiya tashkuru, she. Okay? So this was the, most of these words, if you look at this pattern, they were all Bab Nasara. They were all from the family of Nasara. Okay? Another way to understand these Babs is that, let's say there is a building and there are 6 floors. How many? 6 floors. So one floor, let's say the Arabic people came and they say we're going to live on the 6th floor. Then anybody else after came that say, oh, the Arabic people on the 6th floor, we want to join them. So then they become the family of Arabs. Then the Pakistani came and they said, okay, we want to be on the 5th floor. Or the Indian came and they said, we're going to be on the 4th floor. So how do we know that this is the Indian floor, this is the Pakistani floor, this is the Arabic floor, right? Just to give you an idea. Okay? Similarly, when certain words are given a style, they are known by some names. There is a Bab Fataha, Bab Nasara, Bab Dariba, Bab Samiya, Bab Hasiba, Bab Karuma. There are 6 Babs of the 3 root letter words. There is actually 15 other families. We're not going to go there. But in this class, we will talk about these 6 families. And all these words, Khalaqa, Razaka, Zakara, Abada, they are from the family of Bab Nasara. Meaning, they will become Abada Ya'budu. Get it? And the command will be, oh Buddh, you worship. Worship. Like if I'm going to be commanding my son. Right? I can't do that to my wife, but I can do that to my son. Udkhul. Enter. La tadkhul. Do not enter. So it's a command, right? So similarly, dakhala also is on the pattern of Nasara. Okay? In the Suratul Nasr, we heard the word yadkhuluna. Entering, they enter or they will enter. Yes?